Hi everybody, I'm Paul Tran. Welcome to Learning Unplugged. Acoustic music, acoustic learning with no technology except the camera pointing at me right now. What we do on Learning Unplugged is we take a look at some simple, effective models that help us to think and do things differently. So let's put the SAS away for a moment. Today we're going to talk about a topic that is hard work for a lot of us. It's the topic of delegation. First of all, I'm going to give you my delegation story. I'm going to take you back to 1984. I was a student, and in the summer I hung around Portsmouth doing the building sites, bit of labouring. And one morning the foreman come up to me and he said, "Hey Scouse, plaster that wall for me, will you?" I looked at him and I said, "Hey Dave, I've never plastered before. You're going to have to show me how to do it." And he said, "No, lad, you're a Scouser. You guys are all born knowing how to flipping plaster. So just flipping do it, eh?" He didn't say flipping, if you know what I mean. So I looked at the water, I looked at the plaster, I had long hair down here, give it 5-10 minutes, it was everywhere. It was all over me hair, me clothes, me face. Some of it even got onto the wall. 2 hours later, I finished. The wall looked like a relief map of the Himalayas. You could hang your coat on it. And I learned 2 things that day. One is that I'd never be a plasterer. And the second thing is that it's really important to delegate well. So what we're going to take a look at today is the delegation process. 6 simple steps to help you delegate effectively. Step 1 is you've got to find the right task. Is it something that you can delegate? Jot down all the tasks you've got to do in your current role and put them into 2 columns. Left-hand column, the stuff that you must do yourself. The second column is all the other stuff. That's the stuff that you can delegate. And usually you've got to go back to that list and think of more stuff that you really don't have to do. Once you've worked out whether it's a task you can delegate, make sure that you get the right person. Can they do the task? Will they do the task? If you haven't got that person in your team, you've either got to do it yourself or see if you can get help from somewhere else. You've got to get the right person. Step 3, you've got the right person. Let's brief them correctly. Brief them better than my foreman did in Portsmouth all them years ago. Make sure that they can tell you what they have to do, when they have to do it by, and the standard with which they have to do it by. And when they can answer those 3 questions, you know you've briefed them correctly. While they're doing the task, it's really helpful that you monitor their progress and have the conversation before they start the task and get some agreement on how and how often you're going to monitor their progress. That way you're not stepping on anyone's toes, you're giving them the space that they need and the guidance that they need. And with that in mind, make sure that they know they're going to get your support where necessary. They can come to you if they get stuck. They can come to you just to check that they're doing the task really, really well. And once they've done the task, it's really important to review the work and praise it when it merits it. We forget sometimes, we've got to move on to the next job, we're in a real rush. Always go through what went well, what could have been even better if, and praise them for doing the task, and always praise them for something tangible. What they did and the impact it had on the job, the project, whatever it may be. So that's your 6-step delegation process. Get the right task, get the right person, brief them correctly, monitor their progress, support them where necessary, and make sure you review and praise their work. Let me know how you get on in the comments below. And if you want to know a little bit more about Learning Unplugged or my work in general, take a look at the website www.ptps.co.uk. or take a look at the YouTube channel, which is Paul Tran Trainer. Enjoy getting to grips with the delegation process, and I'll see you very soon on the next Learning Unplugged.